in the back who's doing what it is that he does.
We're back.
Watch for Frank because he's going to be the next broadcaster broadcasting in these things. What did you think about the Bills last night, Frank?
I'm not even a Bills fan, but my God.
The whooping was real.
Yeah, I have more, since I'm from Florida, I have to deal with Jags fans sometimes. So I text my one friend and I go, wow, your team is really bad. Yeah. And I was like, is their quarterback was supposed to be like a generational quarterback type guy.
Oh.
Yeah, he was really good in college. And they drafted him with the number 1 pick. And he has been nothing but awful for them.
Oh.
Yeah. Are you ready to go on live on here?
I am. So between squishing the fish and just whipping the Jaguars, B-U-T-T, it is on with the Buffalo Bills, y'all. Come on in the room. I'm going to go ahead and share this live. If you are coming in, hey, Trisha, hey, Mabel, hey, Darlene, Grand Rising, hey, Just Grand. I'm talking to everybody that's out there in TikTok world, and Grand Rising to everyone out there in on Facebook as well as YouTube. I know I have to open this up on Facebook. I don't know why it is that I always have to open up the live on Facebook because
one thing I'm about to turn you on so you can also let everyone know that you're on here for that.
Okay.
If you want, because I know you talked to the TikTok live. Everyone.
That's Frank, everybody.
So if you want for people to call in, some people know the number already, but if they're just switching through and they hear you and you're talking about something and they want to call through, it's 716 and then it's 878-5104.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So then so I'll cue you on in. You can reintroduce yourself on this and then just start talking like how you normally would. And then if you see that, the tan box start flashing, just call for me.
Okay, I sure will, because we want you guys to call in.
You ready?
Yep, I'm ready. What's going on, y'all? It is your girl Vette Green, and this is the Vette Green Show, and I am live here on 91.3 FM WBNY, Buffalo State's radio station. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I'm so happy to be here. Next week, I'm going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 to 12. So those of you out here in Buff State world, I want you to let me know what's important to you. What is it that you feel that I need to be addressing since I'm taking up y'all space? Y'all giving me some love up here on 91.3 FM. So I want to know, what is it that I need to be addressing? The things that are important to those of you out there who's listening to me on 91.3 FM WBNY. I know the things that's important to me, and I know the things that are important to some other people, but I like to know what is important to you. What is it that you are dealing with right now in this college world? And you don't have to be of a particular age, because I know the college life really, it's diverse. You don't have to look a certain kind of way. The first time I came up here, I met someone who was a little bit older than me, and he decided to change his life and go back to school. Okay. He decided that, you know what, I'm done with that career that I was doing for 20 some odd years, and I want to change my life. And that may be you. You may be on this campus right now and you are ready to change your life. So you took a step this year and said, you know what, I'm going back to school because I want different. I want a career change. I want a life change. And it starts right here at Buffalo State College. So give me a shout, y'all. Let me know. And if you'd like to call in and just voice your concern or just say hi to Vette Green, you can call 716-878-5104. Again, it's 716-878-5104. So y'all know I want to start. Y'all know I want to start with us against the world because the Buffalo Bills did their thing last night, y'all. Okay, big shout out to the Bills. Big shout out to the Bills. We squished the fist. And listen, Florida not going to like us for real, y'all. Florida really not going to like us. Jacksonville and Miami. Come on, y'all. So let's start off with, and I know y'all that's listening on 91.3 FM may not be able to hear, but listen, I love y'all. And we gonna get this right on Thursday, and y'all gonna be able to hear this song. But the name of this song is Us Against the World. It is the Bills song, the Bills Mafia song. Hey, everybody coming on TikTok. Hey, Mona in Atlanta. Yes. You have, so listen, those of you who are on TikTok, download Radio FX. Unless you are in the Buffalo area, you will not be able to listen to me on 91.3 FM because you need to be in this area. But if you want to listen to your girl Vette Green, you can download the Radio FX app and look for WBNY 91.3 FM. It is Buffalo State College radio station, and they have been so gracious to let me into their space and give them some love and give y'all some love out there as well. So thank you, Mona, for tuning in. Make sure you go ahead and download Radio FX app, and I am about to play Us Against the World because the Buffalo Bills did their thing. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
That's J1 Trey.
I'm gonna let y'all listen to it too.
Why so serious?
And if you're not today, you should have been. It's a mafia. It's a mafia. We next. It's a mafia. Who next? It's a mafia. It's the mafia. It's us against the world. It's us against Buffalo against the world. It's us against it's us against the world. It's us against us. It's Buffalo against the world.
That's J1 Trey. Pulling up in this big body like Bruce Stone. Even rich like Reed and Diggs, we move so well. You should know the drill. You should know the vibes. If it ain't red, white, and blue, baby, that's not my size. It's the mafia, the fan base that'll die for you. On Sundays, we are not cool. Any other days, we'll ride with you. We haven't sinned, we're Hamlin win. 3 spoke to God and said thanks, though. Having cool years real dope, but I really miss the fan base, though.
Now turn it up, turn it up, wait. 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 It's a mafia. Who next? It's a mafia. We next. It's a mafia. Who next? It's a mafia. It's us against the world. It's us against Buffalo against the world. It's us against it's us against the world. It's us against us. It's Buffalo against the world.
The Buffalo Bills did their thing, y'all. The Buffalo Bills did their thing last night. What was the score? It was, hey, to Sheila Grand Rising to you, love. The score was something crazy. I was like, wait a minute, what? Like the Buffalo Bills really doing it like that? The Buffalo Bills really doing it like that, y'all? And yeah, they are.
47-10.
Oh, 47-10. Did you watch? You said you didn't watch the game, Frank?
Oh, no, I watched it.
What did you think? Tell me some of the highlights because you are going to be a sports broadcaster. I'm manifesting this forefront. He's going to be a sports broadcaster. So tell me some of the highlights that you thought were really, really well. Even though you are not a Buffalo Bills fan, talk to him, Frank. Talk to him.
No. Been in Buffalo now for like 3.5, 4 years. So like I've grown fondness of the Bills. Love Josh Allen. Best quarterback in the NFL.
He really is.
To me, it's the defense. Because they lost a lot of pieces. Also, this is what I do professionally now. Talk about sports. So I'll get into this.
Yes.
They lost a lot of pieces. Jordan Poyer, Tre'Davious White, Micah Hyde. You know, Joe Poe and Micah Hyde are supposed to be 2 of the best safeties in the NFL. You know, that duo is history-making. So losing them sucked. But to me, DeMar Hamlin last night, after what happened 2 years ago in Cincinnati on primetime, obviously, you know, basically dying on the field, and now catching his first ever career interception. That I heard when the stadium saw that he got the interception,
it erupted.
That was like I got chills watching that.
Oh wow!
And then Josh Allen also doing what Josh Allen does every day.
That's a comeback.
Yeah. So Bills 3-0. I thought they were going to be way worse, honestly. I thought
because of the injuries.
Injuries. I don't like the wide receiver room that they have,
Mm.
losing Dave Davis and Stephon Diggs. But they look great so far. So I'm happy with what the Bills are looking like right now. My Tampa Bay Buccaneers, little help, but I'll take what I can get with them.
What do you think? Because I see this quite often with the Bills, and I love the Buffalo Bills. I really do. But a lot of times I see that the momentum, they come in really, really strong.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like it starts to fizzle. What do you think they can do better this year so that does not happen?
It's all about leadership, and Josh Allen has been ahead of that. But a big thing was Diggs, Allen, and the defense. Like I mentioned, Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, those two are massive in like keeping the energy up on the sideline, like trying to keep everyone like if a drive ends in like a 3-and-out and they have to punt it away, you see some guys kind of be like, disappointed, but like the defense is there to like hype everyone up. Josh Allen is there, Diggs is there yelling at people like, come on, get up. But for some reason, Josh Allen has been doing it exceptionally well this season. I feel like I haven't seen them kind of down and out every single drive now.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can keep it up, I'm happy with the way that they're producing right now.
Yeah.
I like with what they're doing.
What do you think about the coach? I think the coach is awesome because I saw what he was able to do. He turned this team around. To me, he turned this team around. What do y'all think?
Sean McDermott, after the Bills started awfully last season, because they were bad last season for like the first 6-7 games, to mess with everyone, I was like, fire him.
My co-host on the morning show said the same thing.
Just because, and I'm a big accolades guy, has been here since 2018, 2019, helped Josh Allen, great. They haven't made it past the divisional round. You choke in the championship game against the Chiefs, and then you haven't been back to that round since. When you're supposed to be these contenders, and the only question I ask Sean McDermott is, when are you finally getting over the hump? Because it's been 4.5 years now of, just get over the hump and you're there. It's been 4 years now of that. And it's been, 13 seconds. Wide right again. And now it's like, how many chances are we going to give this guy of getting over the hump and not seeing if somebody else is able to take this team to the Super Bowl?
What do y'all think out there in YouTube world, TikTok? Hey, Yaya Boo, Grand Rising to you, love. What do y'all think about the Bills and Sean McDermott? Frank is saying that how long is it going to take you to get over the hump? You know what? In career-wise, if you were doing a job and they wouldn't give you 4 years to get over the hump.
They're not giving you 4 years.
They're going to give you maybe 90 days a lot of times.
Yeah. And Sean McDermott, the coach, signed like another 2-3 year extension. So they give him time now.
Yeah.
So he has another 2-3 years, left on his contract.
Yeah.
But if they don't make it past the divisional round again, if they lose in the championship round again, and they don't ever see the Super Bowl in those 2-3 years, I'm on if he can't get it over, he's gone.
Ooh. Fire him. Oof, yeah.
But it's early in the season. They're 3-0. They should be happy. I won't rain on the Bills parade right now, just because I know everyone's excited. 3-0. Whatever.
We're doing it. Listen, I just don't want I want the momentum to keep up. I don't want, because I think about this in real life circumstances, like you come in real strong. You're ready. And then it's like, I don't know. And maybe it is like the motivation.
Yeah.
They have to constantly be motivated.
Yeah. Because I've had some, like, the past year has been like, I should be down. Like, I have had an awful year.
Talk about it, Frank.
No, cheated on, broken up, fired for being 30 minutes late on a shift I didn't know I was going to be on. Just more familial issues. I should be, with the way that everything has gone, should be down. But, I try my best on being optimistic. So I just, I wake up. That's all I need is that I'm up.
You got to continue to go.
Yeah.
Oh, Frank, you are so awesome.
That's the way I look at it.
That's true. And that's it's so funny because that's what this show is about today. Like, even when you are down, you have to continue to push yourself. You have to continue to get back up. Yaya Boo said, you bet not rain on us. No Super Bowl. They might dump them. Oh goodness. Let me go back to the front. Hey, so Patty, good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. How do y'all feel? Because I've had some down this year. Late last year, I was with a company that I found out that it just ended up not being for me. Kind of had my name dragged through the mud, all of that.
Yeah.
But I continued to keep going because I realized there's a bigger picture at the end. And then losing my mom in July, that very first week after the funeral, I laid in the bed, y'all. I laid in the bed in the dark. I talked about it last week. But then I was like, you know what? I have to get back up. Like, I can't stay here.
Yeah, she'd want you to get up and get back out.
Yeah. And that's what I kept thinking, Frank. Like, she wouldn't want me. She would be so concerned if I was just laying in the bed, just not doing anything because I was in my feelings.
Yeah.
Because I was just missing her so much. And I saw her be so strong, even though her body was weak, but her spirit was so strong.
Yeah.
And that's how we have to look at things. Like, even though life is going to continue to life, there's nothing that is brought to you that you should not think you can't get through. Now, like I said before, absolutely, you're going to feel those human emotions because we are emotion-driven people.
Oh yeah, I'm an emotional person.
What's your sign?
Cancer.
Are you? Oh, that's why we get along. Cancer are my people.
I've been told that through now multiple relationships and just friends that are into it. I've been told that makes sense, and I'm like,
emotions.
Yeah. So I'm just like, all right, I guess it. They see me cry at movies. Like,
that's all right though. I like guys who cry.
I tell them all the time. Like, I've only cried at 3 movies, and I refuse to watch Marley and Me. That's a movie I'll never watch.
Oh, why?
But, like, it's about the dog.
Oh, I think I saw that.
It's got Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I refuse.
Oh.
I refuse to watch that movie.
Oh my goodness. I just watched the movie recently, and he was a dad in this movie. Those of you in the chat, what is the new movie that Owen Wilson has out right now? He was phenomenal in this
He's
movie.
doing some serious roles.
Yeah, it was a very serious role. Yeah. And I mean, hats off. It was one of those Emmy type roles to me. I thought that he did a fantabulous job. Hey, everybody. Hey, Oli Yaya. Thank you so much. Good morning to you, love. Thank you so much for coming in this morning. We're just talking. We're just talking about things. It was sitting on my heart just to talk about overcoming some things, because I am somebody who had to have overcome a lot of challenges, starting with me being a teenage mom. I was pregnant. I had 3 kids by the time I was 19, y'all. And I look at my kids now, and I can't even imagine them with kids. My oldest is 31. She just turned 31 in June. And I'm like, girl, I can't even imagine you with a child, less known 6.
What day in June?
June 19th.
All right, 30th.
Yep. Oh, June. Oh, okay. So you're a June Cancer.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a Capricorn. So Taurus are my people. Cancers are my people. I normally get along with people that are those signs. And if you follow the zodiac, it tells you that those are Capricorn's people. You know, that, hey, fella, good morning to you. Good morning. Let me see who's over here on YouTube as well as Facebook. Hello to Sheila Parker, Grand Rising to you. As you guys are coming in, let me know from 1 to 10 where you are with your mental health. This morning, I'm at a 10. I have Frank join me to talk about the Bills, get some of his sports broadcasting on, because we are manifesting. That's what he's going to be doing in a few years. After he graduates college, he's going to be doing that. It's not sure if you're going to stay in Buffalo yet.
I will say I've fallen in love with Buffalo. It just feels like now in 4 years I've done everything I can
here.
But I made friends here, so it's kind of hard to just be like, I'm out.
Yeah.
So I'll ride out Buffalo for a few more years and then see where it takes me.
I love Buffalo. One of the things I love about Buffalo are the 4 seasons. You get to experience the 4 seasons.
Before moving to New York, I lived in Florida for 19 years.
Oh, wow.
So it's just hot, warm, hot.
And humid.
That's the part that I don't get. People say, "Oh, it's so humid." I thrive in the humidity.
Oh, not me. Oh my God, Frank. I lived in Delaware for a few years. Twice I lived in Delaware. And the humidity just was like, oh my goodness, I just could not. It
In
was
Delaware,
too much.
really?
Yeah, because the ocean's right there.
Yeah.
It was very, very humid there. And it was the fall and spring, most beautiful place ever, because you really get to experience the spring really happens like February, March.
Yeah.
And then going up the 95, which I'm sure you're familiar with the 95, it is just absolutely stunning the way the trees change colors.
Yeah.
But the humidity, y'all, Yaya said, in spite of, I'm coming in at a hot 8. Okay, Yaya boo, we go bring that up. We go bring that up. Frank, where are you with your mental health from 1 to 10 today?
Oof. I'd say we're a solid, I'm a solid 8 right now.
A solid 8? Yeah.
Yeah.
Frank kind of injured himself playing rugby. He really, I love it.
I have basically a napkin with like
masking tape.
Yeah, masking tape.
He has his own stitching bandages doing here. I think it's inventive. I mean, it's better than bleeding all over the place.
Exactly. Buff State, you think they would have a health center open 24/7.
Yeah.
A bunch of college kids.
Right.
You think they at least find someone. Nope.
Not at all.
Close at 8:30.
Oh my God. Yeah, they need first aid kits like everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere, because college is definitely. How's your college life been? Not to keep you on here, but how's your college life been? Do you say you dorm?
I dorm. So I started in the fall 2020.
Okay.
So COVID.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so you graduated when my twin boys graduated.
I graduate this semester.
Okay.
I paid over $8,000 to do nothing in fall 2020.
Yeah, that's how my son. He was at Niagara University.
I literally paid $8,000 to sit in a room and take online classes.
Yeah.
And there was nothing to do on campus because what could you do?
Right.
They were cracking down heavy on like parties or anything. So you couldn't do anything in the dorms. So then I skipped spring 2021. And then I came back. I wasn't really a big thing on campus. Like I just kind of came in for class and left.
Mm-hmm.
But the past year joining this and then kind of making friends with like the sports teams and all that. So it's been like, finally, I've kind of hit like the college experience.
Yeah.
To where it's just like, I can text someone and be like, are you out at Kohl's, the bar down the street? And be like, are you there? And they go, yeah. I'm like, all right, I'll be there in like 5 minutes. Okay. So I kind of finally got that.
Yeah. COVID was tough. I remember when my so they actually graduated high school during COVID.
Yeah, I'm class of 2020.
Class of 2020 also.
So we got hit with it.
Oh God. So you did you get to walk across the stage or experience any of that?
They handled it pretty well. They treat us like kings.
Yeah.
So we had like a giant car parade for us throughout the town. So everyone like kind of lined up through the route and we were just hanging out of cars.
Oh.
But like they did somehow manage to get us like to walk across the stage, but it was like across 3 days.
Oh.
So we're like one set of group of people. But like my day sucked because all my friends were like, they were A through like E.
Oh, it went alphabetically.
Yeah, by last name.
Oh wow.
And I'm L, so I'm like one of like the last days. And no one else of my friends is close to me with having the last name. So I'm just there and I'm just like, all right.
Oh.
And then we officially graduated in a mall parking lot.
Oh wow. No prom, no graduation for a lot of people. That was tough. And I think about that now. That's why I'm happy that so when my youngest son, one of the twins, he went to trade school and they did a graduation. And I was like, you would have thought that we were at Harvard the way I cut up at this graduation, y'all, when my baby graduated. Yes, I did. Because he didn't get to experience that.
That's why.
Yeah.
I know. My mom is already like, she has booked plane tickets for everyone in Florida to come up in May.
Go, Mom.
And I'm just like, Mom, I only get like 4 or 5 tickets.
It doesn't matter.
And she's like, you're gonna find more tickets.
That's how I feel. I have his twin brother is going to be graduating from Chicago State University, and I feel the same way. I'm like, oh yeah, it's about to go down. It was a whole thing when my youngest graduated, his twin, because again, he didn't get to experience that because of COVID, y'all. So graduations are a big thing.
And I told her, I'm like,
and you're the baby.
I know. I told her, I'm like, I'm graduating in December, right? And she goes, you're walking the stage whether you like it or not.
That part.
And I'm like, I don't want to spend $150 to $200 on an awful cap and they're bad here. Love Buff State. But our caps and gowns are like paper mache.
Oh wow, they all are.
Yeah, but because I had it up on so where you can look at it and be like, oh yeah, I'll buy it. I touched it and I was like, this is bad. I'm not spending $200. So I'm just gonna ask one of my friends who graduated last semester.
Oh, that's
be like,
smart.
I will literally rent it for you for $20.
Oh wow, that is smart. Because I can't even tell you what happened to either of mine from college or high school. What those things get balled up, thrown in the garbage?
Yeah, I think mine from high school was in a box.
Yeah.
Because the second it was over, I was like, I'm done.
Right.
Took it off and threw it in a box my yearbook, and I was like, never see that again.
What I do like that the kids do nowadays, y'all, is decorate the hat.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do that.
You did
for high school, but I guess since I am forced to walk the stage.
Oh yeah, mom is not playing.
No,
it's for her. You know that.
It's always for her. 1,000%. 1,000%.
It's for us.
Because I'm like, at that point, I'm 6 months out, and she goes, "Don't care at all whatsoever." And she's like, "We've already been looking at hotels, and I'm already trying to find plane tickets to fly the rest of the family up." And I go, let me just finish this semester at least.
Oh, I love it.
Let me just graduate officially first before we just start planning things.
I love it. And Frank is the youngest, y'all. So listen, I have 6 kids and it's different with the youngest. It's different with the oldest and it's definitely different with the youngest kids. It's like, I don't know. Those of you who are parents out there, let me know if you have multiple kids. Was it different with the first and the last? I know our babies, and more specifically our youngest boys, we tend to want to covet and
I would love
not
to know,
let go of.
Because my mom, in front of the other two, constantly says favorite. And I just have to sit there and be like, all right, you guys suck compared to me then. There's no way I'm the favorite. And she goes, that's favorite.
Yeah.
And I go, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it. I've earned it.
Yeah, I think that my kids would definitely say that my oldest and my youngest are probably my favorite, even though I will never admit to such a thing because I love all of you. I love all of you. I have no favorites. Even
that's
though.
good. My mom knows. She's very no, he's
my favorite.
Yeah. I'm the favorite, and I go, thanks, Mom.
Oh, that is too sweet. Yeah, it is definitely different, y'all, with the youngest kids. My oldest kids, they look at the youngest, especially when they were all at home, and they would be like, we could not get away with that. Like, y'all get away with a lot more. By the time they came along, I was older too. So I'm like, man, just don't kill yourself.
That's the complete opposite.
Just don't kill yourself.
They grew up, because we all grew up in Florida, but my mom was way younger and had a job. So she would send those other two off to do whatever they want. Oh. And I got stuck with what are you doing? Oh. You can't do that. Oh. And I go, I'm walking down the street. Jacob. He comes here all the time. She goes, let me make sure. And I'm like,
it's hard to let go.
I know you didn't let they ran around in Florida. All right, Florida. You let them drive to Miami alone. And yet I can't walk a block.
No. It's hard, y'all. It is hard to let go of our children. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Joanne. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming on this morning. JD said they are all favorite for different reasons. You know what, JD? I agree, right? Because the relationship that I have with my girls is way different than I have with my boys. And I feel like that. Like, they're all my favorite. I love all of them. They're all my favorite for a different reason. Like my oldest, I feel like we grew up together because, again, I was 16 and pregnant, y'all. So we definitely grew up together. We have a different type of relationship.
I was gonna say, that's a different type of bond that you have.
It is. It really is, Frank. She's like my best friend, my confidant. She knows my energy. Like my guy says, we feed off of each other's energy. My nephew said the same thing. We have like this bond.
Yeah, you guys are way more in sync.
We really are. I remember when she joined the Air Force and she went away to Japan. I sat on the couch and I cried like a baby. I felt like a piece of me was gone, y'all. I cried. I was like, oh, my baby's gone. I couldn't wrap my mind around. That was the very first time ever that she was away from me. And not only was she away from me, y'all, she was like internationally away. I couldn't even go and get her if something happened. It would take me 24 hours to get her.
Maybe we have a lot more in common. Because my sister joined the Air Force.
Is she older or is she in the middle?
She's the oldest. She's the oldest. She
Okay.
joined the Air Force right at 18.
Oh, wow.
And then my brother joined the Navy also at 18.
Oh.
Yeah, but then also he hated me for a year because his going away gift to go into the Navy was finding out that I was being born.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was like, hey, congrats, you're going to go across the world. Also, you have a new brother.
Oh, wow.
And he was not happy. Then he came back and he was like, oh, the kid's cute.
Oh, how was that growing up with older siblings like that? Because I'm the baby.
Yeah.
And my older siblings are like, okay, so my dad is like way older than my mom.
Mm-hmm.
He's like closer to, I don't know. My mom had a thing for older men. So my siblings are all like my mom's age and I'm the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a little weird. We didn't really have, first off, different parents, like, so it was kind of hard for them to try and form a relationship with me because of the age difference. And on top of that, because, we had different moms. So how was that growing up with that age difference?
It was fun. Same thing, also different parents.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
We do have a lot in common.
yeah, it wasn't with my sister. She definitely took more of like the mother role.
Just
to,
the
like,
oldest.
Yeah. But my brother was definitely like he was the older brother that like would, because we still love wrestling, like WWE type wrestling. So he would be like, oh, just go over there. And then he would just grab like one of like the pillowcases and just whack me. Like that was like, so he was playing like the brother role. Like my sister very much was like the protective like mother and being like, make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
But like, it was like, I look back and I'm like, no, those were my siblings. So I never had like a big age gap or parent difference for them.
Oh, that's good. That's good that you got to experience that. My oldest is definitely, I tell her she doesn't want kids because she already had kids, and that's my two youngest ones. Those are her kids. And my oldest son doesn't, he doesn't even want to adopt kids. I'm like, that's because they help take care of those younger two. I promise you, they just start paying their phone bill maybe this year or late last year.
Yeah, they got their fill. They're done.
Oh, yeah.
They experienced it. It was like, oh, that's what it's like? I'm good, actually.
Yeah, we don't need any kids. We got them. We got those too. So thank you, everybody. Again, I'm not going to hold you, Frank, but you're welcome to stay as long as you want to and continue with this conversation. I enjoy it. You get your feel. I can't wait to see you and what you do in the sports broadcasting world. I am manifesting it for Frank, y'all. I'm manifesting it for him. Hey, D, Miss Chemical, Tank Her, Grand Rising, everybody, Grand Rising. Let me know as you are coming into the room where you are from 1 to 10 because I care. This morning, I'm beyond a 10. I had some great exciting things happened yesterday that I can't wait to talk to y'all about. It's coming in the pipeline, y'all. One thing I can say about the Most High is that you are so good, God. You are so good. When I tell you, just when you think things are just like not gonna go your way, or you feel as if the world is against you, whoop, God go lift you up out of that mess and say, have some faith, the faith of a mustard seed. Have the faith of a mustard seed, y'all. And I know, listen, Vette Green knows that it can be hard sometimes, okay? Joanne says she's coming in at a 10. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. That's good. Isn't God good, Joanne? Isn't God good, JD? Okay. Yaya said, but they were good kids. Thank you so much, Yaya boo. Thank you so much. I'm proud of myself with that. I can honestly say that is how I know that having a tribe when you are raising kids, having a village when you are raising kids really does help make them into responsible adults. I listen, Sister Green had a lot of that credit with me. All right. Sister Green had a lot of that credit. And I can honestly say that that's one thing that me and their dad had in common as far as raising our kids. We got that part. We had that part in common, that we wanted to raise productive adults. Our kids wasn't no doggone kids that was out there wreaking havoc and yah boo. You already know they just weren't those type of kids. I felt as though it was our responsibility, because none of them said, "Mommy, I want to be born. Mommy, come get me." They didn't say that. So I felt like it was my responsibility. Hey, Suzette, grand rising to you, Queen. Make sure y'all check out. Let me put it up here. I have to change behind screens. I miss Franklin, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I miss my bro, because I didn't have to worry about this type of stuff. All I had to do was get up there and talk. I miss my bro, but life is lifing. And he had to do what he had to do. But I ain't gonna lie, I miss my bro being up here. Grand rising to Suzette. Make sure y'all check out Queen City Pop Radio Waves Takeover tomorrow with Sugar D Lip, my bro, the Joker, and the beautiful Kitty Quinn. They will be on tomorrow, Wednesday, right here on 91.3 FM WBNY from 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. They're going to have Rick Hyde on Stacks the God tomorrow as well. So make sure you check them out right here. So download the Radio FX app, Queen City Pop, Radio Waves Takeover. If you can, I know you guys can't see it in TikTok world, but as long as you download the Radio FX app and you turn on that Radio FX app and tune into 91.3 FM WBNY tomorrow from 4 to 6, you'll know exactly what I am talking about. They're going to have a dope show tomorrow. I'm going to have Rick Hyde on here as well Thursday. Hopefully, he'll be able to come into the studio. If not, like Suzette said, get on that phone. So we'll be getting on that phone. But I'll have Rick Hyde on Thursday to talk about the event that he has going on. Rick Hyde is bringing some things to the city, y'all. I'm so happy that he's decided to give back, because he saw that there's a need for certain things, just like what's going on over at Villa Maria College. CJ Banks and Chucky Campbell, they're doing with their Hip Hop Creative Alliance. Rick Hyde is doing something very, very similar. It's called the 1000 Showcase, presented by Rick Hyde. It's happening at Luna Lounge. This is the 29th, September 29th. DJ King Shot is going to be on the ones and twos. Hezzy Hez is going to be hosting. And Rick Hyde is going to be here Thursday. Tomorrow, he's going to be here talking to Suzette, Sugar Lip, my bro Franklin, and Kitty Quinn about this event. And then on Thursday, he's also going to be here in the studio. Fingers crossed, y'all, because I know artist schedules be hectic and sometimes they aren't able to come into the spot. So fingers crossed, we're going to have him here in the studio with me Thursday at 9:15 a.m. to talk about the 1K showcase. I love what he said and the reason why he's bringing this here to Buffalo. Hopefully, if you are an artist, you have already submitted your music to him. He said that if you got the reply email, I'm just going to read what he put on his page September 13th. He said, "I appreciate all the artists that submitted music so far. I'm just trying to create opportunities for Buffalo to win." Okay. You give back. If you got the reply email in your submission, you have until 9/22, which was yesterday. No, that was 2 days ago, to enter the competition. So if you had not gotten a reply and you had not entered the competition, hopefully you'll see what it's all about and you'll be able to enter the competition, the next competition, because I believe that he's going to be hosting these quite frequently. He said, we going to normalize earning. Like I said before this competition, this is a competition, not a talent show. I'll be issuing tickets to those I spoke to on Sunday and Monday when I get back. Thank you again and good luck. So big shout out to Rick Hyde and what it is that he's doing with his platform. He's giving back to the city because he sees a need. And that's something I feel like we all should do. If you're here in the city of Buffalo, there's so much that we can do. I had such a great conversation with CJ yesterday. CJ Campbell, he is the vice president over at Villa Maria College. And what he and Chucky Campbell are doing with this Hip Hop Creative Alliance, man, y'all, I cannot wait. The flyers will be out soon. More information to come. All students, if you are in Western New York, you get into this thing for free. Okay? You get into it for free. The Hip Hop Creative Alliance. If you go to my page, the Vette Green page, you'll see I had an awesome experience. They brought Afro in. Afro's going to be on next week as well here on 91.3 WBNY FM. If you don't know who Afro is, look him up on Instagram. It's a.f.r.o. Big shout out to Afro, and I love what his name stands for. They brought in Afro. You can see on my page, the Vette Green page, some of his performance. This Hip Hop Creative Alliance, this coming month, they're going to bring in one of my faves, Allie Black. Okay. Allie Black Metaverses is the bomb. I wish I can play it on here. I have to get a clean version. I'm waiting on a clean version of a few of Allie Black's songs because listen, that's GOAT potential here coming out of the 716. That is GOAT potential right there. He is that guy. His lyricism is crazy. Crazy. There's so many great artists in Buffalo, in the 716, in Western New York. So many great artists. I talked about Bandman Wang, who I got to see. What was that, Suzette? Oh, dang. How can I forget? Digging in the Crates. I got to see Bandman Wang perform at Digging in the Crates. It's the hip hop game show that's going to be airing very, very soon. Big shout out to Rich Real and those guys in the beautiful Winter Peace. Suzette said, let's make it a great success Sunday so he comes back monthly. That's the goal. That's the goal, Suzette, right? Yes. Isn't Allie Black that guy? Allie Black is that guy. I wish that I had a clean version, but look up Allie Black Metaverses. Oh man, y'all, I can't play the song because I have the cursed version. I cannot play it, but hopefully he's going to have the radio version for me soon, as well as the other music that he has coming up. Yes, you were a part of their village. Listen, Yaya Boo don't talk about this, but we actually adopted. We kind of took, I'll say adopted, but we kind of stole Yaya Boo's dog, Coco. Coco became my first grand animal, y'all. Coco became a part of the family. So yes, Yaya Boo was definitely a huge part of that. And I appreciate that. You know what, Yaya Boo, I did not realize what an impact it made on my youngest son, Doobie, when she passed away. I did not realize that. Like, we were talking about it and he was so young when it happened. And I felt so bad because I did not realize how much it impacted him, but it did. It impacted him. Thank you so much for that, Suzette. See, iron sharpens iron. I told you, Queen. I told you, iron sharpens iron. Yes, Allie Black does have a website now, allieblackmusic.com. Go to his website and listen. Yaya said, I still talk about her. Yeah, hey, bro, I see you out there down the Evening Rush. Thank you so much for joining me today. My bro from the Evening Rush is on. Make sure you download the Evening Rush app. Okay, that was one of my homes, still the home of Think and Grow with Vette Green. You can go on the Evening Rush, is DA Evening Rush, on their YouTube page and see some of my early podcasts with Think and Grow with Vette Green. Hey, Audacity Books and Merch, thank you so much for joining today. Hey, Ms. O, thank you so much for coming on. Yaya Boo said he came to get her every day to walk her. Oh my God. I did not, you know what? It's so crazy. I did not realize that it really impacted him when she met her untimely demise, unfortunately. That was tough. That was definitely tough. So I'm going to go into, I'm not going to go into another song, because if you are listening to me on 91.3 FM, you will not be able to see it. But I want to encourage you guys to call in. And also, if you are an artist or you know an artist that would like their music played during the Vette Green Show, which will be going from 10 to 12 on Thursday Tuesday and Thursday, starting next week, send them my way. We're trying to support the artists. We're trying to support the producers. We're trying to support the beat maker. We're trying to support some of these artists. And you don't have to necessarily be in the 716. I'm going to have music playing by independent artists around the world, around the country. You know, there's Chevy Gang Cass, an artist out of, Chevy is out of California. Going to have some of his music on here. I believe it was the Fast and Furious. He actually had one of his songs picked up for the opening for the Fast and Furious movie. So I have some really dope people coming on, and I'm going to be playing some really dope music. But I want to support y'all, but I can't do that unless you send me the music. It's so tough getting music, y'all. I don't know why that is. I guess my bro Franklin always said that's the difference between people who's doing it for a hobby and those who's really doing it because they really want to do this thing. So if it's a hobby, I get it. But if it's really a part of your dream and it's something that you really, really want to do, send me your music so it can be played here on 91.3 FM, WBNY. And make sure you download the Radio FX app so that you can listen no matter where you are. There's some other great radio stations on there as well, but download the Radio FX app, y'all, so y'all can listen to your girl Vette Green live from Monday through Friday, but on Tuesdays and Thursdays right here on 91.3. And if you are a Buff State College student and you want to come on and just talk about some things, let me know. This is an open door. I am here again. This week, I'm here from 9 to 10 a.m., but starting next week, I am here from 10 to 12 for you. I want to support you guys. If there's something that's going on in the college and you want to talk about it, come on to the show. Come on over, because this is an open space. This is a safe space for you to talk. Now, as I was coming in, I was listening to Democracy Now!, which plays on 91.3 FM right here. And something that they were talking about is fracking. Now, I talked about fracking last week because it really is an important subject because of climate right now. I believe on record that this summer was one of the hottest summers ever on record, ever. And a lot of it, they're saying, has to do with climate change because those ice caps are melting. Think about the lake here, Lake Erie. I can remember 20 years ago, the lake was not that high. Now I'm showing my age, and that is all right because I'm proud to be 48, 40 great. I'm proud to be that. But the lake was not that high, y'all. And now coming over the Skyway, looking at it, it's like, man, like it's getting higher and higher and higher, which is a little concerning. So I want to read the definition of fracking to everybody. Fracking, or hydraulic fracturing, is a method for extracting oil and natural gas from shale and other tight rock formations. This process involves like pushing water into the earth at very high pressure. So they drill a well horizontally into the earth, and they inject high pressure mixture of water, sand, and chemicals into the rock formation. What it does is it breaks up the rock layers and the chemicals in the water. Now that is a little bit concerning because what concerns me about them extracting this oil and stuff is that the earth is turning on rotation, y'all. It's rotating on an axis. And I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you so much, Suzette. I believe, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, that the earth needs that oil to continue to turn. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. So if they continue to extract the chemicals, what do you think is going to happen? And then you have to also think about what that fracking does to the environment and the people who live in those areas. I come from a town outside of Buffalo, Lackawanna, and I talked about this before, Bethlehem Steel. Now, Yaya Boo, I don't know if you remember that smell, because you are a little bit younger than I am, but remember that smell. If you do, it smelled like straight eggs. It was the coal that it was like sulfur. And I feel that there may be something to Bethlehem Steel and why we have such a high cancer rate in our area, for our area to be not so big. Cancer and lupus. Cancer and lupus, y'all, is a very high rate of that in our neighborhoods. And I grew up in the projects, the Dorothy Glover projects, and the amount of people that I know that have been affected by cancer and lupus, to me, is just, for us to be in such a small neighborhood, it's just astronomical to me. It really is astronomical to me. But again, you know, I'm not a chemistry major. I am not that type of you know, I'm not the smartest peanut in the gallery, but it just does not make sense to me, the rate of cancer again and lupus in that area. So I know they were doing some air quality testing this past summer. That's why some of the planes that were flying over, we saw, and I did a story on that on the Vette Green Shore. Maybe it was on the Morning Show podcast, but what was said is that they were testing the air quality. Suzette said forever chemicals. Yeah. Remember Love Canal, Suzette? Remember they got paid for that. What happened in Love Canal? That was up in Niagara Falls. I can remember as a young child hearing about Love Canal. Love Canal. Yeah, it's a neighborhood in Niagara Falls. And what happened in Love Canal? So Love Canal is a neighborhood in Niagara Falls, New York, and it's infamous because it became an area where they had landfills. Now, we think about all this garbage, or maybe some of y'all don't think about where the garbage is going, but y'all know that even the recycling that we're supposedly doing, they don't have a lot of places to put this stuff. That's why New York State banned the plastic bags, because they were ending up in oceans and stuff and killing the wildlife. So as I grow older, I'm just mindful, everybody, of some of the practices that we do, some things that's just so normal to us. Yaya Boo said almost all our elders pass away of cancer or lung condition. Right. Working in that steel plant. Yaya Boo said, I've heard about the red suit, and yes, that was settled over Lackawanna. I'm sure that was full of chemicals. Yaya Boo, yes. I can remember that. I can remember not being able to go outside during certain times of the day because this stuff would be coming down. I was 18, y'all, when they found that I had this tumor in my right lung. I was 18 years old, and it was like, I can remember having that pain since I was a little girl. And it makes me wonder if that does not have something to do with it. 18 years old, and they had to crack open my ribs and go into my lung. My lung had not even expanded to a full adult size. It was still the size of a child's because of this tumor that was inside of my body. And I often wonder if maybe it has something to do with all those chemicals that we were ingesting playing outside. Because think about it. If you grew up in either the projects or the Baker homes, the steel plant was literally across the street, like literally across the street. Our playground was right there, right there. Suzette said, I had clients in independent living that had horrible consequences and life-changing malformation and diseases. Yeah. My Duke said, good morning. Good morning to you, my Dukes. Oh, good morning, my Dukes. Good morning. Hey, avocado scrimps, come on in, come on in, come on in. Yaya Boo bringing everybody over here to this live. Yes, she is a light, y'all. She is definitely a light in this world. Definitely a light. So, speaking of that, I want to play a song by Inyaraka. And I know some of you may not be able to, if you are listening to me on 91.3, you won't be able to hear it. So I'm going to do my best to accommodate that. We're going to have that fixed by Thursday, everybody. I do apologize. I'm new at this thing, and Yarika light. So the name of this song that I'm going to play, I'm actually going to play the video. I know I have the MP3 somewhere in my files. I just have to get all of that situated. But the name of this song, y'all can look it up. His name is Inyaraka. It's Inyarachaa. He's such a light in this world. I love his music. Inyaraka is off the grid. You can follow him on YouTube and see his journey. He is literally building a home off the grid, and he talks about it in his music. And one of the songs that I love of his is called Light, and it features key bars. The reason why I love this song is because when I first heard this song, it made me think about my place in this world, because some of us really are guiding lights. You know, like Yaya Boo really is a guiding light in this world. She always stood apart. I always told her that, always was a beautiful soul and always stood apart. And sometimes when you are a light in this world, you have the hardest life, because so many people try and dim that light. So many people try and make you believe that because you're this shining star, that there's something wrong with you. And I want to let you know that there is nothing wrong with you. I want to let you know to keep on shining, even though the world may be trying to dim your light. And I'm going to go ahead and play this song by Inyaraka. And again, for those listeners on 91.3 WBNY FM, I do apologize. We're going to get this thing better so that you too can listen to the same music that we're listening to. But I also want to encourage you to go and subscribe to Green Links. That's 2 words, and links is spelled Lynx. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can be a part of the live broadcast when we are doing it. Grand Rising, Hunty, Grand Rising to you. So I'm going to go ahead and play Inyaraka Light. And I want you all to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day on purpose, because God says you can. I always know when it's about to end here on TikTok. So let me share my screen. And big shout out to Inyaraka.
Yeah, what you hate to be saying? I know that I'm right shit, right. I am a light. I know that I'm right shit, right.
And those of you who are on 91.3 FM, I'm going to go ahead and hopefully you can hear a little bit of it through my
religion and who is so bad. I never reply with my words, but instead with my actions, because they be saying a lot. I'm set apart. I know who we are, but I'm moving different than most individuals. I am a healer. What's important is the help of my people, mentally, physically, spiritually, mind, body, and soul. I go to places where people don't go. I make sure that I'm disciplined. So when I do my due diligence, I will look down below the knowledge I need.
That doesn't sound good, y'all. Again, I apologize, but I love y'all long life. Make sure you have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day on purpose. Yeah, I'm hearing it, Yaya Boo. I'm definitely going to have this fixed by Thursday in time for the interview with Rick Hyde. Looking forward to that, everybody. Give Rick Hyde some love. Let him know thank you for being so gracious enough to bring an event like the 1K event that he's doing at Luna Lounge on September 29th. I hope to see some of y'all there. So have a wonderful, 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 wonderful on purpose, because the Most High said you can. I'll see y'all on Thursday and back tomorrow right here at 9 a.m. on Green Links Media. Love y'all long life.